in the room. We're gonna do this the appropriate way. We're gonna remain respectful. We're going one mic at a time, you guys. Because I actually have things to do as well, but some that I'm not finna tolerate. Tolerate is a toxic relationship between two factions that actually needs to be working together. Truth be told. So, uh, moving forward, after we discuss this, man, we're gonna start taking disciplinary actions to resolve in all situations. Because I'm not fond of continually repeating myself. You guys can feel free to record if y'all want to record. Um, because I'm recording and I'm stating on record that moving forward after today, regardless who asks to speak to who, and after I leave this meeting, I will be addressing my boss, which is the lead administrator of the U.S. And I will be addressing her to let her know moving forward is being made any more toxic behavior amongst my leadership as far as my favorites, I will be pushing for removal because it's not the first time that I had discussed this. It's not the first issue amongst two factions, and these factions can be great. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I'm sensing a pattern and I'm not liking it. We got Bubbles over here, Administrator Bubbles, holding down the army. I got Sleepy Prophet holding down PD. And you guys really don't see much of me anymore. So now that I had to stop what I'm doing to come on here to intervene between the toxic situation, I'm really feeling some type of way because we are all grown and it shouldn't be like this, period, whatsoever. Um, First step is just like stated a few minutes ago. I don't care what's going on. A rule is a rule. For no reason whatsoever is any personnel on either side to be disrespectful to the next. So if I pop up and I catch you with my own two eyes, which FG, I caught Enrico being very unprofessional. It wasn't PD. It was very professional. The chief was actually telling his people to disengage, to not entertain. But there shouldn't be no reason why he's antagonizing nor being unprofessional. And to clarify, if it was an incident to where someone was hit with a car, all right, that's the point of having body footage. Because if it's a mistake and the person is just being toxic, guess what? That can be reported as well. Because, like I say, moving forward, man, I'm not going for it. And to be everybody, so nobody won't feel no type of way, I will be making sure I pass this notion right here, this one little meeting to the lead administrator of the U.S. to let her know the next will be me finding replacements. Because it's going on a month that this server been open. The first 2 weeks, okay, that's good. We put all this situation and sort it out. But now you're a month within your term. So if things haven't been chiseled down and corrected and you ain't moving smooth, that's because you don't want to move smooth. Not taking the initiative to do what you got to do to make your function move smooth. So that means that it's a problem somewhere. All right. Now, um, I'm start with PD. Um, what is the issue that you are having? One mic. We're gonna keep order. We're gonna be respectful, and then we're gonna go around the board, and then at the end we can come to a solution on record. You can go, Chief, man.
All right, 10 for like I said, for those of you who know me or heard of me, never been a problem guy, never looking for a problem simply because of in our previous is a video game. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to hop on a video game to try to abuse fake power because I'm a powerful man. outside of this game, not only out in the physical, but spiritually and mentally as well. You get what I'm saying? So my bad if you thought I came off wrong or anything like that. I'm just a man who loves to get the job done, reach my goals. I've been having things set in place, like you could ask proof, even in my meeting that I already had plans with the Army. I came up here and stressed that to you as well. Told you, not trying to step on your toes, but I'm noticing what's going on around here and stuff like that. And, I'm willing to come forward and do what I have to do in order to see you succeed with your department as well, simply because it's 3 factions in Malibu Server, not just 2. You get what I'm saying? Doors have been closed on PD countless times regarding the Army because of the FG. Like earlier today, I had to come up here and explain to Mr. Thug, who was his DFG standing next to him. I asked Mr. Thug, and he can verify. I said, Mr. Thug, just talk to Mr. AJ. He told me that, he was going to get online later, basically when I was just texting him. And then the minute that I come up here to talk to Mr. Thug, he was able to get online to take, power initiative. Like I was telling Mr. Thug, at first, Mr. Thug didn't even realize he can have a meeting with me simply because of whatever is going on or implemented within this department. As a DFG, if you're reading the Discord rules, they are assistant chief, meaning when the FG is not online, the DFGs fall in line in order to help chief assist within that department or faction. All these rules have been implemented before we even started playing this game. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like I want it this way. I just follow the rules. No matter how aggressive I might sound or how I talk, one thing I gonna do is read up on my rules. I'm very book smart. I make sure I get everything down to the T because I like to get shit done quick. But yeah, with that being said, his own DFG didn't feel like he was able to have a meeting with us without him present. So I had to let his DFG know that it's within his rank and duties. He's able to do these things. You get what I'm saying? Not even trying to put it on him, but see, that's a factor right there too. A DFG scared to hold a meeting with another faction leader, and he's also a DFG. You get what I'm saying? Not even saying like that. Yeah, I'm cheap, but my 2 DFGs is right here, and he have a DFG. Yeah, stuff like that. Even the little child antics like that. First thing I said
my apologies. Ho. As stated before we initiated this conversation, I stated that we're gonna remain respectful. All right. So let's remain professional with everything. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. All right. So while somebody is having a floor laughing at them to their comments, unprofessional. For one, it's unprofessional as a faction member. For 2, as a leader. You get what I'm saying? You got to set the tone for the people that it doesn't matter if you mind it. It matters that it's unprofessional as a faction leader. Simple. Now, as stated, I can leave here. You get what I'm saying? I can leave here. I don't got to be here. I can leave here. I can take the evidence that's provided for me by video cam, and I can sanction accordingly. That way I can go and proceed because Miriam knows how I feel about this situation already, moving forward. All right, moving forward. Already know how I feel about all my faction leaders, about situations that's been going on. That's my whole point of not being hands-on, to not make a biased decision off emotions. But one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to be disrespectful or unprofessional in front of me. We're not going to do that whatsoever. So if you feel like you're going to be or unprofessional, let me know that it's going to be a problem. And if it's going to be a problem, then we can cut it short and I just proceed with how I need to proceed with. Because we're going to get an understanding regardless. I'm just letting y'all know that. We're going to get an understanding regardless. We're going to remain professional regardless. We can get off the game. We can actually go inside of a call on Discord with everybody that's present right now. And then I can show y'all that I mean business by bringing Miriam in the call and her sitting and her addressing the same thing that I'm about to address as well. But being unprofessional is something that's not going to be tolerated, because if you're professional, it's going to make it seem that it's okay for your personnel that falls under you to be unprofessional. So that's something I'm not going for. I'm not finna go for whining. I'm not finna go for me talking on the mic because it's not my problem. It's y'all. And in order to come to a solution, people got to be open-minded. So if you're not open-minded, you feel like you run something and all that. Guess what? I just bring us in the call, and guess what? She's gonna state the same thing that I stated because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a key. All right. When a person's name is consistently being brought up with situations with multiple different people, it's not everybody else that's the problem. It's you that's the problem. So heed the advice and actually take the time out to listen to fix what you're doing, what you are doing, why people are trying to assist. And that goes on either side. It's in the air. Anybody that want it can have it. Because like I stated, I'm not finna sit here and I'm not finna be on my mic. I'm not finna do none of that. I'm here to come to a solution. I hired two people to do two jobs, and they both told me that cross working with factions is something that they was gonna be doing. Simple. I hired AJ Finessing for the FG for Army, Ben Jordan for the chief of police. So, and both y'all, I remember what I asked y'all, right? Hey, working with factions, with the factions. I want all three factions to be working together. I want everybody to be on one accord so we can help Malibu grow as one. It's not about, oh, I run this and I'm gonna just do it how I want to do it and X, Y, and Z. It doesn't work like that, man. It's not how it works. It's not how it works with the state assist team. I think I get far like having the mindset I have like that. I get corrected by my fellow responsible admin. Prime example, it wasn't Miriam that told me to bring Kansas back. I gotta remember something. She's gonna come to me and go off how I feel, as long as I'm within the guidelines. It was another responsible saying, "Hey, Proof, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, he can. You could have stayed gone, but I brought you back because I honestly felt wrong. I felt like, okay, I reacted. This was the reason I wasn't in agreement with it, but I was wrong for not being in agreement with it. So regardless of me being in control, you can come back because I did wrong. So if I can take correction, everyone else should be able to take correction, be able to take enlightenment. It's not about power with me. It's about understanding. Just being honest. Not about power. It's what we trying to work with you guys, not work against you. It's been side screw ups that could have cost people their job. Dead serious. I know for a fact Bubble just saved somebody's job by going through the reprimand channel. That was the same reason why the chief position was dismissed. He only messed up one time, all because he dismissed people and reprimanded people without being able to provide proper evidence or doing the proper protocol and procedure. Same thing could have happened now. And that was ran through Mary, by the way. She told me to dismiss him. As soon as I said, I'm finna dismiss him. Hey, dismiss him. That's what you want to do, dismiss him. So the same thing can happen for other people, but instead of taking the initiative to dismiss, we take the initiative to work with. I want to fight for you guys, but you guys got to give me something to fight for, man. So again, we're going to try this again. You feel me? T-Ben, my apologies for the interruption. And you proceed. The next step, if you are interrupted again, we would cut this short in game, and all of us would go directly to Discord, and then I would have Miriam to join the call herself to see their interaction there. The knowledge that she already knows of encounters before, and then we'll make an executive decision. That way, everybody can see that, everything that's been going on, most definitely we know about. So then proceed, sir.
All right. Like I said, I don't got no problem with nobody in here. This is a game at the end of the day, but we do hop on this game as an escape for two reasons. One, for the role play, gameplay, and number two, to do our jobs. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's all what I hop on this device for at the end of the day. But with that being said, like I said, came to you with the utmost respect. Tried to keep it as respectful as I possibly can. And then I just felt disrespected that the minute I stopped speaking, the first thing that come out your mouth was, "Oh, it's one-sided in your head." Not even trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? My goal is not just for PD, because PD been set up probably since the fourth day Malibu been open, to tell you the truth, Brody. We've already been locked and loaded, ready to proceed with everything. That's just how determined what I do, no matter what it is. You get what I'm saying? So I remember when the first time I came, you mentioned that we, kick everything off that following Monday, and it's been weeks prior to that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a lot, but I just felt totally disrespected. I took my time out today knowing that you had told me in the meeting yesterday that you wanted to meet with me one-on-one. I know you met with the guys, whatever the case was, but I wasn't there, and I remembered you told me you want to meet with me. That's why I even took the initiative to even hit you up. It's a reason why I wasn't hitting you up before, because, you be on your stuff up here type stuff. And like I said, Brody, I'm trying to chill, have fun, you feel me? I got plans to enjoy myself. I'm never with the negativity or the dark clouds, you feel me? So I let people have their time. But when I take my time, to come up here and, to try to better our relationship like I've been doing over the past weeks, you can ask your members and all that. It speaks for itself. Constantly, I've been trying to get this thing going or get better to where, we can go ahead and proceed with it or whatever the case might be. But the minute you don't like something, you shut it down. Or the minute you're not feeling it, or, stated earlier, you barely even own as it is. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's failed communication coming from this side. And the minute that I tried to, approach and help you with that, I basically got slapped in the face. Like I stated before, we don't need help, Brody. You feel me? We been set up. But if you felt like you were that set up, you feel me? Without all the disrespect that was shown, you could have just simply told me that, and we would have went on about our day. But the minute, when we ended the conversation, you telling your Army personnel, escort them off the property or whatever the case was, that's why we clicked /respond. At the end of the day, like I said, no disrespect, we good, Brody. You feel me? Our shit rolling. I was just trying to help you with yours, but you got it all figured out. I'm gonna just let you do you, bro. You go ahead. Am I good to speak, sir? My DFG want to add to that. Yes, sir. All right, so I don't proof. Chino been trying to goddamn talk. I just want to get that one thing out. Okay, so I heard everyone side of the story, sir. So here goes the deal. If we can all recall, with two DFGs who were here originally, we actually communicated amongst each other and personally reach out to PD. The biggest thing about me being an FG, I wanted to go ahead and directly with PD. HP isn't a preference for me to work with because I don't need them necessarily, but I do know that soldiers here that would like to buy pills and all that good stuff. Me personally, I don't buy medication. So with that being said, me and the DFGs that were here originally came to the conclusion that we were going to go ahead and meet with PD and HP, basically so we can go ahead and promote and basically just let everyone know what we had planned here. So we did just as that. Going forward, we done had plenty of meetings with PD. I understand that my soldiers can be pretty hostile. I mean, if you really understand and we're vividly here to realize what we go through here, it would be understanding. But I mean, that's fine. Yeah, they can tend to be hostile. I can tend to be hostile sometimes. I have an assertive personality. With that being said, going forward, we don't have plenty of meetings with PD. Usually, the meetings go fairly well. And then at one point, I start hearing from administrators that I don't want to work closely with PD. And I'm not sure exactly where that is coming from. It's not in my mind. It's not what's being announced to my soldiers.
My soldiers are fairly aware that I work with PD. Even when I NRP, when I was in gangs, I still worked with PD. PD is I have a great experience with the police department on the state completely. So when I say that it's in someone else's mind, is because I don't feel the same way that they feel. I don't feel like it was being one sided. But when I'm getting complaints from administrators and getting complaints from the chief alone saying that I'm being one sided, I'm like, okay, well, I mean that's how you feel about it, but we don't feel the same way over here because we don't. We done everything to do our best of our ability to guard the proper units together so that we can go ahead and uh, work with them. We get a special response team available. The one that we did have first in command, he actually decided he wanted to retire and he went to PD. He's actually currently with PD right now. So with that being said, a lot of setbacks. I get it. It's been a month. All right. You know what I'm saying? But we done had a lot of setbacks. So with that being said, yeah, it's not where I want it to be yet, but I do see the progress, and we do have soldiers here that have been here since day one, and that's helping me fully implement things. Now, yeah, we got soldiers that are a little hostile. We're taking care of that accordingly. I do really get on them about being respectful. First and foremost, they were, the hostility was with each other at first, but then it tended to be now with the intruders, so they must have just redirected the pressure, basically, is how I could pinpoint it. Now, with that being said, when Chief of PD did actually come and meet, well, I did talk to him on Discord yesterday. I told him I wanted to go ahead and meet with him because I wanted to talk to him about the new levels of command that we had and how we planned on getting things kicked off. So basically, I messaged on the fall chat yesterday, Army to PD to see if the FG was online. Chino and Dijon were both there, but Dijon was like, he's sick right now, but we can meet. I'm like, well, yeah, with that being said, they are DFGs, and yeah, Ben Jordan is right. When I'm not online, King Kansas and Mr. Thug should definitely be in that position as FG, and I've already made that clear to them. Remind you, King Kansas has they both have been only DFG for the last 48 hours. King Kansas, 72 hours technically, without the administrative issues that was for him losing his suit. So with that being said, they're still adjusting to it all. They're still trying to figure out what they're supposed to be doing and not doing. From my understanding, this is both of their first time being DFG. The reason why they are DFG because they done, work their way up all the ranks, literally every single rank, help me understand they acknowledge the rules, and they have been shown a great sense of leadership. So I'm definitely thankful to have both of them. So if there's any misunderstanding on either one of their ends, I do apologize about that. Like I said, they're still getting adjusted to the situation, and I've been basically coaching them on every error and mistake they've been making, and they've been correcting it with no issue. So there's just more respectful ways to come about it. So now when it came up to Chief of PD entering the base, and he just automatically just got, he came with animosity, hostile. He came, ready to be combative. When he came in, he was yeah, I don't understand why you don't want to work with us and this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, hold on, sir. I don't know what you're talking about because we literally done everything to meet with you guys. We done had meetings with administrators with you guys. So now when I'm here, the same thing that Administrator Proof told me at one point coming out of Ben Jordan's mouth, I'm like, okay, now I see where the issue is. Now I see it. So automatically, that's when I went ahead and proceeded to say, hey, that's all in your mind, sir. Because that's not the way I'm thinking. That's just the way you thinking. And I mean, I didn't have the opportunity to apologize that you feel that way or things of the sort. I just kept being cut off. And I'm like, I'm up here asking him, sir, please don't cut me off. He proceeded to continue to cut me off, so I didn't get the opportunity to speak. By the time that was said and done, he was basically saying that he was going to get up out of here. And normal procedure, is that we do have soldiers escort going off base. PD aren't just allowed to, just because you're a PD officer, you're not just allowed to roam on base freely. So that's the biggest thing with that. With respect, it was a polite way, so none of my soldiers did head and move up on y'all. They're trying to prevent that from happening. So with that being said, they're like, oh, we respond, and next thing you know, I see over the fall chat, we don't want to work with Army no more unless it's FG is replaced and all this crazy stuff. And it is on body cam. So I was going to submit right before this meeting, but for some reason it's taking forever to do. But that being said, I had no issues working with PD at all. Under any circumstance, I've done everything to try to work with them. But at the same time, I'm still trying to get my team together, the loyal ones, the right positions that's really honored and highly favored and value their positions that I'm giving them so that we can go ahead and work closely with them. The thing is that we don't have nothing to offer. We don't have nothing to offer. I can't force my soldiers to get their shit together. I can't force them to do that. I'm doing what I can and training as well. So now what I told Ben Jordan was, what it seems like to me is that he feels I'm just not available as much as he wants me to. I mean, I understand, you want to be buddy and all that, but at the same time, I'm an FG. I got a lot of things taken care of, and I've been working since Administrator Bubbles has been communicating with me a lot about what I need to correct on this. I've been going ahead and directly, firmly working on everything that needs to be on Discord, closing up all the loose ends. And this morning alone, I was on there all morning, getting the forums together, getting a special response together, making an announcement, so everyone was aware who to speak to in regards to that. So I was telling my special response team we was going to put that in effect today because I do realize it's taking a lot longer than what we all want, and so that we can get PD on the same board. And then that's when Chief of PD messaged me this morning asking if we can still meet 1-versus-1. I'm like, yeah, yes, sir, because I wanted to go ahead and talk to him about the meeting that was conducted yesterday. My device was getting ready to die yesterday, so I had no choice but to tap out of that meeting. So I had my soldiers, which I do have that meeting on body cam, go ahead and body cam it so I can go ahead and review everything that was said and then speak to Ben Jordan directly in regards to that. And that's what I was planning on doing. So, and then it led up to this point, and it just basically turned more heated than anything. So no one was really understood at that point.
I just want to let you know, AJ, you know, most of the stuff you just said was cap, but we just gonna leave it there. And to, confirm it was cap, I would like the administrators to then ask your DFGs what you be teaching them and how they be supposed to act and what occurred without you present in the room, and let's see their response.
I hate you, sir, but respectfully, let's not go ahead and disrespect me, sir. Respectfully.
It wasn't just, that's good, it's good, it's good.
Yeah, I hear you, my man. I mean, point blank, period. Yeah, you are wrong, and you know you're wrong. Unfortunately, it is on body cam, and it will be getting submitted to
Par,
administrators.
par,
On every circumstance, it will
par
be
my intrusion.
for the administrators.
Par
Go
my
ahead, sir.
intrusion. Par my intrusion. Par my intrusion. That was unprofessional. They letting you finish. Like, why you ain't let them finish?
So
They letting you finish. We're
that's all he
not
had.
here to. We're not. We're not.
Your mic cut out. This is because we love this game so much, bro. Like I said, we understand you doing your part. We just frustrated because we love this game so much and we know what it's capable of, but we just being hindered from doing that. That's it.
Yeah, no, there ain't no. We're not hindering you. It's like, I mean, y'all want to be buddies, and we don't have our shit fully together, and we're trying to go ahead and work things out amongst ourselves. And I guess y'all, y'all feel like y'all could come on to the bed and running a show in our on our territory, and that's not my man. The thing is, when you're trying to meet with me, we are on my time. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't always have time and things of the sort. So what it sounds like to me is you don't really like,
Hey, it's good. It's good.
going
If y'all
ahead
want to take
and
it over this part,
meeting with us. You don't like meeting when it's not accommodable to you. So that's perfectly fine.
first off, we ain't on nobody
I
time.
mean, and then I didn't refuse for y'all to not respond. So I mean, it is what it is, but it won't be me losing mine. All right, y'all have a good one. All right, I'll be right back. The body can't still upload. It should be uploaded. I'll be right back.
But you won't even have a job when you come back. Hey, y'all DFGs, if you can possibly, so we could get a real understanding, meet us at P.
Yo, you never used that army upgrade? I upgrade my gun 6 times with that promo code.
It don't let you do that on fucking iPhones. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. What you have to do, though, is you don't do it from the game. You have to go to the One State web shop, log into your Apple ID account for your character, and then type in the freaking redeem code.
What up, Chino?